Welcome to a new episode of Headlines with your host, Palmy Nomanderson, and with our correspondent, Laura Jacaranda. 3, 2.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to a new episode of Headlines. I'm your host, Palmy Nomanderson. Today, we'll be covering LA's very own spooky parade. Stay tuned for my next segment with our correspondent, Laura Jacaranda. This year, we decided to go on a treasure hunt. Laura is searching for our third emoji in this series. If you're wearing an emoji this Halloween or any other costume, go to our Instagram page at LA Times for Your Mind and let us know what your costume is this Halloween and why you chose to wear it. Here's Miss Jacaranda from the ground giving us the latest updates.
Of course, Palmy. The streets today are full of festive costumes, but after an attentive search for other emojis, we triumphantly stumbled upon another emoji in the series. Please allow me to introduce Monkey See No Evil.
We don't see anyone, Laura.
Yes, my guest is here. Say hi to our audience.
No.
Hey, can I ask you something? Are you anxious?
Yeah.
I get nervous a lot of times too, especially before standing in front of the camera and talking to people.
Yeah, me too. I was sweating so much earlier today that they had to repot my roots.
I do a simple exercise to try and face my anxiousness around talking to people. Do you want to try it with me?
How do you do it?
Can I do it with you, Laura? You can do this exercise with us at home too, or when you feel anxious.
Okay, listen to your breath. In and out. Try to count to 3 with every breath. In, 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try it again. In, 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, try and wiggle your fingers and your toes. Feel that tension leaving your body. Now open your eyes.
Wow, this helped. I feel so much better. How does everyone feel?
I'm okay. I can see more costumes and decorations now, but I don't want to go to the parade.
Hey, I get anxious too when I'm going into large gatherings with lots of people.
I have a suggestion. What if you go to the parade for 30 minutes and see how you feel afterwards?
How does that sound?
Okay. Bye, Laura. Bye, Palmy.
Bye! Okay, stay tuned for this team's next spooky discovery.
Hello, my friends. Sorry for this meditative interruption. I hope this will be helpful if you or a friend experience any feelings of anxiety. Please welcome my guest, child psychologist Sarah Sherman, who is joining us from Zoom. Dr. Sherman, welcome.
Hi, Palmy. My name is Dr. Sherman. I am a feelings doctor. I talk to people about their thoughts and feelings. And social anxiety is a specific type of worry that some kids have about interacting with other people at school or at home, other kids or grown-ups.
Dr. Sherman, why might we feel anxious?
So the reason why people feel anxiety is because it's our natural way of protecting ourselves. So there are a lot of situations where it's totally normal to feel anxious because sometimes dangerous situations happen. And that anxious feeling tells you that you need to protect yourself. But then sometimes for some people, that sensor is not working right and they're having that reaction to protect themselves when they don't need to be.
And what can we do when we experience feelings of anxiety?
I think there are a lot of kids who get social anxiety at Halloween because you're interacting with a lot of different people. So the best way to make your social anxiety go away is if you challenge yourself just a little bit, just enough that you can handle.
A challenge? Like what?
One way that can be really helpful is if you think about your different senses and try to identify for each of your senses something that you're experiencing in that exact moment. So you would ask, what's something that you hear right now? What's something that you feel right now? What's something that you see with your eyes? What's something that you can taste?
Thank you, Dr. Sherman, for this helpful exercise. I learned something new today. Are there things that we shouldn't do if our friends are nervous or anxious?
Oftentimes we just say, oh, it's okay, it'll be better. We try to talk people out of it, but people can't really be talked out of anxiety. So you got to validate that they're feeling anxious. And once you do that, then you can try to help them to challenge themselves, remind them that if they can challenge themselves, that is what's going to make them feel less nervous.
Wow, fascinating and helpful. Dr. Sherman, thank you for joining us. Remember, my friends, we all feel anxious sometimes. It helps to talk about it.
Thank you for having me, Palmy. I hope that this information helps kids and their parents to work on their social anxiety together.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning into this very special episode of Headlines. I learned so much, including that there's no one way to help friends with anxious feelings. But remember, it helps to go to your happy place.